Yes, well, back with you. Hello again, Jim Burns. What we got going on here today is we're going to try and repair our headlight shelf here on the front of the 229. You can see that's broken right there. Got a little damage here to the headlight itself, so we'll try to fill that with some JB weld. Over here you can see I did a lot of grinding, and that'll be for our where is it? There it is. It'll be for our new classification marker on our boiler. Now this is a Postwar repair marker, and on the back you'll see there used to be a rib here that I ground off. Now that rib, that's a locator rib for the removable post-war front ends, the smoke box door area. But the 229, this is not removable, so we don't need that locator rib right there on the back. All right, so I ground that down. Now what we're going to have to do, you'll see here, this is rounded in the back. Here, let me flip it over again so you can see. This is rounded, if you can see that. But if you look closely, the classification light casting on the 229 here, right where that screwdriver is, it's more of a barrel shape, and it goes back a lot further. So what I'm going to try and do is build up the back of that post-war repair marker light, see if I can get them matched up satisfactorily. Okay. Now what you also see here is a piece of sheet metal right here that I super glued to the shelf of the 229's casting here. Now what that is these things here, strip track connectors from Gargraves. You use those in putting down makeup tracks or adding a switch somewhere in your railroad where you don't want to tear up the line on either side, you just want to drop in a new section. Well, these you just drop right in, pound this end into the rail of the part that's permanently attached, and then you leave like quarter to half inch sticking out, and then the next piece will just come down and go right over top of that. And I'll take you over to my layout and I'll show you what I'm using them for. Alright, I thought I'd show you over here these track strip connectors from Gargraves. They're right here, and you pound them into the rails. Just leave us about a quarter of an inch or half an inch, whatever that is. Just leave a little stub sticking out. Alright. And then, what I use them for is my lift gate here is able to come down. I'll show you that. and just, there it is. Keeps everything in line. Makes a nice joint. Keeps the electrical contacts going all the way through to the next set of rails. So that works out good with those track connectors there. But that's what they're mainly used for. Now we'll get back to our locomotive. Okay, so in any event here, I'll try to swing you around. Hopefully I don't shake too much for you. But get a better look at that. I cut that with the moto tool. I don't use tin snips because they make the metal curl. So just use the moto tool, cut off blade. And then what I'm going to do is mix up some JB weld. Put all around that. Fill up that missing section under the headlight barrel. You can see that. And we'll just keep building it up till it looks close to the original. Alright, and then there's a better close-up of the grinding I did for the new casting of the classification light. So a lot of metal ground off of this puppy. Alright. And then what else we got going on here today? Put you back over there. Let's see. I gave our bell a bath in the CLR. Got that all nice and de-rusted. The bracket and the wire that makes the bell swing, that was all rusted up. So that's nice and clean now. Looking good. I gave the railings a bath in CLR, so they're all nice and shiny. And then what we got here is the broken piece of the cab. So we'll be trying to put that back on with the JB weld. But first we'll work on our headlight. And like I said, these strips that are made by Gargrave, they're very handy for work like this. They're thin, about a 32nd of an inch, so they make nice shim stock. They are magnetic. You can see the magnet sticks to it. You can solder to them if you need to. But they make nice little shims for stuff like this that I need that support there. I didn't want to. Yeah, what I was trying to say is I was working with the camera there. I shut it off by accident. But anyway, I don't want to depend on just the JB weld, because as soon as that little build-up there would get knocked around, it would just crack right back off. So this will just give it some support. It'll look a little thicker than the original, but I'm not worried about that. Just trying to make her look presentable again. All right, so that's the story with these. They're good for more than just making up a section of track work on your layout. They're very nice. Okay, so what else do we have going on here? There's some of the implements of destruction that I use to grind out that boiler front. These are just a lot of the bits that I used in the Moto tool there. Okay. And one last thing, just to dress everything up when I was done. Just a nice grinding wheel. You can see that soft metal gums up the grinding wheel there, but that's all right. We can push it up against another piece of metal and get that to come off of there. So it'll be all right. It did its job. That's what we wanted. All right, and this is the kind of wheel I use to cut the. This is the thin cut off wheels for the Moto tool. Very nice. Fiberglass reinforced. So they make a nice thin cut. Not a lot of waste there. All right. Let me get my cab roof back up on our, so I don't lose that. Okay, so now we'll swing back around here. And let's see if we can mix up some JB Weld and get to work on this puppy. Okay, so let's get busy here and we'll mix up some of our favorite epoxy here. JB Weld. Okay, there's that. What I'm going to do is just brush this on. Try to control it as best I can here. Since we're depending on that shim stock for all the support and the strength, we can just mold our JB Weld using it almost like body putty. Used to do a lot of body work in the day when I was a youngster, oh so many thousand years ago. But we'll just keep building this up a little bit at a time till we bring that broken section out. Hey buddy, what's up? What's up? Pika says, hello everyone. That's my old man. He's 22 and a half years old. Yeah. Slowing down, but he's still with us. Still eating. Still jumping up on my lap every day. Numerous times. So he's doing pretty good. Okay, see, it's starting to thicken up now. We'll stop playing with it, because you'll start drawing it away from the project if you keep going. But look at that already, huh? Looking sweet. So we'll just yeah, we'll just put some on here. We'll just keep building this up too. Sorry, this is the classification light. We'll just keep building that up till we can get a cylindrical effect. Just like the Prewar class light. But we'll let that set up and we'll add more and more coats to it. Alright. So we'll keep going, and I'll bring you back for some more work.